The skies above Illinois Valley Regional Airport are quiet now on Mother's Day weekend. They're gray too, but things are going to get loud and clear, hopefully, in the week ahead. Hi, thanks for joining me, and thank you to Kathleen Whalen, Whalen Financial in LaSalle, for sponsoring this video and radio project. If you're hearing this on the radio on Sunday morning or you're streaming it online, you're going to want to see this on the Starrock Media YouTube channel. In a matter of days, some of the most magnificent aircraft ever designed, vehicles that help create airborne heroes and save our world, are going to be rumbling across the sky as the TBM Avenger reunion and salute to veterans returns. And thousands of us are going to be there to lay our eyes on it, just not our hands.
This is our 8th year at doing this, and it's an event that calls the reunion of TBM Avengers. It's a World War II torpedo bomber used primarily in the Pacific, and highly successful in helping to win that contest. And it's sort of morphed into additional warbirds just because of the nature of it. And we're primarily a warbird air show now, and we've drawn in everything from P-51 Mustangs and Corsairs to B-17 bombers and B-25 bombers. So we have quite a lineup, and the unique thing about us is we're never really sure what we're going to have. It's the moment of the show when they arrive. We have an idea, but more years than not, there's quite a few surprises. And then we've incorporated what we call a salute to veterans. We have families bring their veterans flags from the funeral that have passed away, and we have them line up and walk our parade route with an honor guard, and then these flags are loaded onto a TBM Avenger and flown in a missing man formation. It's a very, very moving and solemn occasion. Once that's completed, then we have our regular Veterans Parade, and that's the one where we have the big hoopla and the band's playing and the music's playing and everybody's clapping and cheering, and we're thanking our veterans for what they've done for us. And that's basically the veterans portion. As soon as that is completed, then we start our air show. And we should have airplanes in the air at that time coming in over Show Center. This year we've added another element called pyrotechnics, and it's simulating strafing runs and
Doesn't sound interesting at all.
Yeah, bomb explosions. And what we're talking about, dynamite and gasoline here, so it's pretty impressive.
Wow.
And then concluding each show is what we call a wall of fire, and that's when they just literally explode the airport. I mean, it's a phenomenal thing to see, So again, we encourage everybody to come out. It's a free event. And
it's unusual that it's free, isn't it?
It's absolutely unique. I can't think of, and I've been going to air shows for 30 or plus years, I can't think of any that have been totally free. They've either charged for the event, or charged for parking, or charged for something. This one is absolutely free, and that's, thanks to the city of Peru, who lends us unbelievable support. We have Marquis that sponsors our show. We have car dealerships. This year, Jeff Perry, Buick and GMC here in Peru. They provide vehicles for our pilots and crews. How many will we have? Well, just to give you an idea, last year we had a total rainout on Saturday, as you may remember that. But for the entire weekend, which, Friday, Saturday, and we include Sunday on that, we had close to 20,000 people come to this airport. So if we have a weekend of good weather,
you're going to need volunteers.
We'll need volunteers.
So what's going on in this hangar here? I see a beautiful aircraft.
Okay, well, this is Brad Deckert's hangar. Okay, this basically is where he keeps his TBM Avenger. Now, this TBM Avenger in here is not Brad's, but his is hangar in another hangar here.
What a beautiful aircraft!
Yeah, and they basically fold up the way a bird would fold his feathers.
It's gorgeous,
and it is the biggest single-engine warbird in World War II.
And this was the one made by General Motors because it's TBM, yes, correct? TBF would have been my old company, Northrop Grumman at the time.
Yeah, and they're the designers of the aircraft. It's a three-man crew.
Oh, wow.
Pilot, radio man, and bombardier gunner.
I didn't know that they had three in there.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
There's the pilot, obviously. There's the radioman, who's also a gunner, and then there's a crewman inside the...
Down in the belly?
Down in the belly, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
So...
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how many are still flying. That number kind of floats around. I want to say 20, 25 of them maybe are flying. And that may not be entirely accurate, but the best I know right now. We try to have 10 or 15 of those. We've invited them. We've had, I think 11 or 12 was our maximum. So it's quite a few based on, how many are still flying.
Now, pull off something like this, you need a lot of help, So I dropped in to check out the planning process less than a week out. Key organizer Nikki Baer was briefing volunteers on logistics in the hangar.
Crowd control, no smoking on the ramp, no lawn chairs on the ramp unless they're up by the gate, like close to us where the volunteer tent is. The gate up along there can have chairs. No coolers on the tent, and we can't have anybody getting too far that direction toward the run or too far down on the other side.
So no touching the airplanes, no smoking. There's thousands of gallons and hundreds of loads of gas. So, people think they can smoke outside. It's just a bad idea.
Now, you saw Nikki Baer at work. I talked with her and her husband, Tracy, who's in charge of volunteers and logistics. He and Nikki have been involved for years.
He's wrangled me in. We have almost 100 people out here volunteering over the course of 2 days. So we've got quite a few people coming in from a lot of different states. So we've got our local volunteers from the Tri-County area that help us out, and we couldn't do it without them.
Do you have enough?
We do not. We have some veteran volunteers that are willing to work multiple shifts over the course of the couple days because we need them. We've got a few floaters that are going to be able to cover them for breaks, but that's about it. We definitely could use some more manpower this year. So if you're a veteran, if you've loved a veteran, if you're married to a veteran, you have a veteran that's a child of yours, and any connection that you're interested in aviation, we could definitely use you out here this next weekend.
What are you looking forward to this year, maybe that's different from years past?
Not raining on Saturday.
You got rained out last year.
And the year before.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
And the year before that was COVID. So we want 2 full days.
And I'm really looking forward to the Veterans Parade.
Yes, we haven't been able to do it yet.
It's so touching. I have my dad's flag that's going to fly this year. He was in Vietnam. It's going to fly this year. So I'm excited to see that happen. Family's going to be out here to see it as well.
Anybody that has a flag of a veteran that's deceased, bring them to the volunteer tent. We will hold them for you. They will then be carried through a 200 flag lineup out to a plane that they will be loaded on in the missing man formation and then our live veterans will follow that with the cadence drummer from Hall High School.
Yep. So it's going to be very touching.
Then it's a celebration of the military and the freedom after that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we honor them.
Yes.
And then we
Celebrate them.
Celebrate them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, as you've heard, the event needs more volunteers. It's never too late to help, too. So if you'd like to, you can visit the volunteer area when you come to the event. High schoolers, this is an excellent chance for you to get your service hours, too. Now, one more thing. The air show will feature pyrotechnics and, of course, lots of noise. So if you're coming to the show or you're going to be near the airport in Peru, please be aware of that and be prepared for that. Well, that's Tom's take for another week. Thank you to this organization, the City of Peru, all the sponsors for what we're about to experience. And I want to thank my friend Kathleen Whalen of Whalen Financial in LaSalle for her support in this video and radio project. Now, if you have an event or a person or an organization you'd like me to consider for this weekly video, give me a call at the station on the office line, 815-223-3100. See you at the airport, and talk to you in the morning.